Woo!
Hey guys, I'm Donnie and you're watching Big Drone Flyer 77. When we come back, got the H122D Hubsan right after this. Hey, welcome back guys. Hey, thanks for joining me today on this edition of Big Drone Flyer 77. Hey, today I got the Hubsan H122D. This is Hubsan's version of beginning FPV racer. So this is courtesy of Banggood.com. So I do thank you, Banggood, for sending this out to me so we can do a review on this and flight test. So today I'm actually going to go to the flight test first so you can see how this thing flies. I'll be using the goggles and showing the onboard camera from the SD card as well, so you can see some video from that, so stay tuned.
Hey, what's up guys? Donnie here, and I got the H122D. So I'm just going to do line of sight today, and then I'm going to go ahead and start the DVR recorder that's built into the quadcopter itself. So let me go ahead and turn this on, and then I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. I already crashed this thing a few times. Those are pretty chewed up, the props right now, so alright guys, let me bind this. It already connected, so we should be good to go. There we go. Alright guys, rate 1 right now. I'm going to shut the light off. We don't need that. I'm going to start the recording. Alright, it's recording. Pretty windy. There's second rate. You see the pitch on that thing. Woo! The wind's blowing pretty good too. Man, that's windy out here. It's trying to blow it into those trees. I'm getting wind from over here, so it's trying to blow it into the trees right now. Thing's pretty zippy, guys. There we go. It'll dig itself right in the ground, so you gotta be careful. Let's do a punch out. We're in rate 2. Yeah, not too bad at all. I better bring it down a little bit so the wind don't catch it. Woo! That wind just blew it straight down. Oh man, I couldn't power out of it. Let's see. Yeah, so far so good, guys. Still recording, still got power. Let me try the goggles. I'm going to shut it off for a minute. So I will try the goggles. Alright, stopped recording. I'm going to go ahead and power it off, so we'll see how that buzzer's working. Yep, okay. Alright guys, I'll be back. Put some goggles on. Alright guys, the reason why it crashed is because the battery went dead, so let's shut this off. Starts beeping like that, and then it'll just drop, guys. It only gives you but a few seconds of a warning on here if you don't have it close. So alright guys, well, I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for the unboxing next if you want to see how this came in the package, and look for the links in the description. So alright, been good. Thank you for sending this to me, and guys, stay tuned for the unboxing.
Okay guys, hey, let's have a look at what comes inside. My box was a little damaged, and that was probably from shipping, I'm sure. I'm going to open this up and show you what's inside, how it comes. Alright, this is how it comes packed in. So of course you got the quadcopter. Let me move that off the side here. Then you'll have the controller. The controller is actually pretty nice. It doesn't have any antennas that come up. You know, for a pincher, I like to always show for a pincher, you know, it's okay. I wish they gave an option. I use my thumbs, but I wish they gave an option for people that pinch, where it had more of a straighter stick, so they can have a little more better control for it. But it looks like they leave you enough knob there to be a pincher, but that you guys will have to decide on your own if that's your style of flying. And then of course you got the manual here, guys, and then also you got your disclaimer warning. So move this stuff out of the way, guys. Alright, right here you have your extra props. You got your charger. So here's your extra propellers, and then you get 4 extra screws for the propellers, because a lot of times those will strip or you'll lose one. And then of course you got your port charger here for the 2S. Okay, alright, let me move this out of the way. Alright guys, what I wanted to show you here is some of the functions on the controller here. You want to open this up. So if you did have the package that had the monitor, that's where the monitor would go. This button right here, or it's not a button, this light actually shows you when it's ready to bind, and then that's the power light button there. If you do have a receiver, I have a receiver that connects to my cell phone, so you can fit your cell phone in there and have the receiver on there, and you can do it that way too for a DVR recorder. I'll leave a link to that. That's also at banggood.com. So I wanted to explain the quadcopter a little bit. It does have a pretty nice little pack in here. It's only 500 milliamps, but it's this one's pretty easy. Get it in focus here. All right, this one, yeah, this one's, oh, excuse me, this one's actually 710 milliamps, and this one's 7.6 volt, and it's 30C. So it's, you know, not too bad of a battery. Get about, I believe, about 6 minutes with this one so far. What's cool about this quadcopter as well, guys, is you do have a slot for the memory card to go in right there. So if you can see that, that's where the memory card slides into. So that's really nice that it's got a built-in DVR recorder, so I'm happy with that. You can adjust the pitch of the camera, so that's all the way down. And then you can see they give you quite a bit of an angle there, because like I was explaining before, it does have a pretty good pitch with this one here. So I'm not too happy with the propellers, because you can't swap them out. They're a proprietary propeller that Hubsan likes to do with most of their products. So, but that's okay. You got 4 extra ones. I'd suggest to probably order some more, especially if you're a beginner. You're going to have crashes. Other than that, this thing's pretty cool, guys. It does have an alarm. So if you do lose this thing, you could shut off the controller, and this will start beeping. So that does help quite a bit, because I've already lost this in some tall grass. So all you have to do is just shut off the power. If the buzzer doesn't go off already, just shut the power off to the controller, and then the buzzer will go off. You can either unplug it or turn the power back on, guys. The buzzer will shut back off, because especially where I'm at, there's a lot of trees and a lot of tall grass, and I'm so glad that they put that on there, because I wouldn't have found this thing. So I do appreciate Hubsan for doing that. That was one good thing that they did, and they put a alarm system, so that way you don't have to add the buzzer yourself. So it's already on there. Okay guys, let me put the battery back in. We're going to go and turn this on so I can show you some of the functions here. So you hold this down. Alright, the light comes on there, so it's flashing red and blue, so it's waiting to bind with the quadcopter. From factory, it should already be bound, guys, so you shouldn't have to link the controller to this. All you have to do is just plug it in. It should be ready to go. So let's plug this in. Okay, see the lights flashing here. So right now it's trying to bind. So it's up, down. And this is solid blue, and this is lit up solid red as well. So now we're linked together here, guys. So with this controller here, if you press this in right here, you hear that beeping. That's so you could do 3D flips. So it'll flip forward, backwards, sideways. So that's your flip button. This one here, that's your rates. So it only has 2 rates. There's 1, 2. Okay. This button here is for when you have the monitor. If you get that kit, they'll have instructions for that button here. This one right here is pretty cool. As you can see the light on there, that's to shut the headlight off. So that's pretty nice. You'll still have the back ones here, but you press that button again, and then there you go, you got the light. So I usually keep it off. The other button here is the camera button, so you can take a picture. Like I said, this one's got a built-in DVR recorder, so you can snap off a shot, or you can go and press this to record. So, and this will go and flash like that, okay, when you're recording. I don't have a memory card in there right at the moment, so, but that's what the buttons are for, and this is your trim buttons here, okay. Alright guys, I just wanted to show you this unboxing, what to expect on this. If you're having problems binding this, you also can go, and I can show you that as well. To bind this too, if you're having problems, is that you can actually hold the camera button, and then you're going to press the power button both at the same time, guys. Okay, so now that's on, and it's waiting to find the quadcopter to bind, and you want to keep it close so that way you can find it. Okay guys, there we go, it just found the quadcopter. So now you can go and link it, and it should go and link together. There we go. Alright guys, so for some reason, if the controller ever disconnects, make sure you go and do, like I said, you press the camera button to take photos, and you hold the power button at the same time, and then that will get this ready to link with your Hubsan H122D. So I wanted to show you how to go and turn your quadcopter on. All you have to do is go down to the bottom corners here. So there we go. That's what fires it up. And to shut it down, you do the same thing, bottom corners. Okay? And then you're ready to go, guys. There's nothing else to it. So any questions, just leave me a comment down there. And like always, guys, God bless, cheers, and happy flying.